Say, first class introduction, overview on test automation. Overview on test automation. See, first topic in this chapter, advantages of test automation. Advantages. Okay. Srinivas, can you tell me advantages of test automation? At least one or two advantages. Unmute, answer my question and again put mute. Srinivas. Advantages of test automation.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Uh, one of the advantages of test automation is it can help us doing regression.
Regression.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the other one is it saves hours of manual work.
Okay.
So it helps us doing some multitasking as well while the other scripts are being run. We
Okay.
can verify the other parts of the application.
Okay. Okay. Put mute. I will explain. See, as per industry and HP documentation, there are 6 advantages. First one, fast. Fast. What is fast? Tools are faster in execution than human users. Tools are faster in test execution than human users. Say, in software testing, two important activities. First one, test design. Next, test execution. Test design, test execution. Test design, one time activity. Okay, if any modifications are there, you can change, that is different. But test design, one time activity. Test execution, multiple times. For test design, tools are not faster. See, sometimes it takes more than manual testing, more time. Uh, why? For test design, for test design, human user interaction is required. So, in case of test design, no difference. Sometimes it takes more than manual testing time. But for test execution, tools are faster. Anyhow, test design, one time activity, test execution multiple times. So definitely we can save the time. That is one advantage. Next, reliable. Reliable. See, tools are more reliable than human users. If we provide correct logic, tools can provide correct result every time. If it is human user may make mistakes in terms of complex calculations, etc. But if we provide correct logic, tools can provide correct result every time. Tools are reliable. Next, important one, reusable. What is reusable? We can reuse our tests and components. Components means reusable components. Example, functions. We can reuse our tests and components on different versions of software. Example, sanity tests sanity tests, next regression tests. Regression tests. What is sanity testing? Can you tell me, Ram, what is sanity testing?
Yes, sir. So sanity test it's like a smoke test, just to make sure that the application is up and running.
Okay, sanity, smoke, BVT, build verification testing, BAT, build acceptance testing. Different names are there, but some are saying sanity is different, smoke is different. Anyhow, that is controversy concept. But as per industry standards, sanity testing and smoke testing both are synonyms. What is sanity testing? Verifying whether the build is acceptable or not by executing basic functionality tests. Example, login, like verifying whether the build is acceptable or not by executing basic functionality tests. See, uh, this uh, this test we have to execute on every build, every time, multiple times execution. So, if it is manual testing, time taking process. If it is automation, tools can execute quickly. Next, regression tests. Regression tests. What is regression testing? Tell me, um, Srinivas, what is regression testing? Any idea?
Regression tests are done to check the side effects on the other parts of the application once we release a new functionality.
Yes. Based on modifications, any side impacts introduced or not, we have to check this one. See, regression testing. See, regression testing also multiple times. So, test automation is useful. And one more thing, sanity tests. Static means fixed. Sanity tests constant, fixed. But regression tests dynamic, depends on strength of the development team and complexity of the application. Next, repeatable. Don't confuse, reusable is different, repeatable is different. Can you tell me, Muhammad, what is repeatable? Repeatable.
So, same test executes with different sets of data.
Good. Testing the same functionality with multiple sets of test data. Term is data driven tests. Data driven tests. See, testing the same functionality with multiple sets of test data. Suppose for one input, application is working fine. Why we need to test with multiple inputs? Ram, why we need to test with multiple inputs? What is the purpose? Suppose
Um,
for one user ID, suppose user ID 1, password 1, login is working fine. Why we need to test with different usernames and passwords?
um,
What is the purpose of data driven testing? Anyhow, it is time taking. Okay, tools can execute quickly. Can you
maybe just to make sure it's behaving the same as expected with different sets
less
of data.
clarity? Can you tell me, Srinivas, why
Yeah,
data?
it is to ensure that both the positive and the negative scenarios are working fine for the log.
Yes,
So
good. For positive and negative testing. See, for valid inputs, application is working fine. What about handling invalid inputs? It has to accept valid inputs and prevent invalid inputs. For positive and negative testing, we perform data driven testing. And one more thing, the primary purpose is positive and